Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome you all for AIC lecture. So, in the previous lecture, we have discussed about the introduction of unit number 5. We have started along with syllabus, importance of the chapter, central idea of the chapter, the title of the chapter, what will be the course outcome after the completion of this chapter. What all these points we have discussed in the previous lecture. Then we have started the oscillator part, oscillator using op-amp. We have seen the definition of oscillator. We have seen the working principle with the help of block diagram. Then we have seen the Parkinson criteria. There are the two conditions necessary to obtain the sustained oscillations. Sustained oscillation means what? The frequency and amplitude remains constant. Okay, that is the meaning of sustained oscillation. It will not stop until we are not providing the plus VCC. Next, we have started. There are the three types of oscillator we have to understand in this chapter. First one is the RC phase shift, second one is the Wien bridge, and third one is the quadrature. So in the last lecture, we have discussed, we have completed the RC phase shift oscillator. So in the RC phase shift oscillator, if you are observing, this is the diagram. We have understood the construction and working. We have understood. There are the three RC networks connected in the feedback. As it is inverting amplifier, it will give 180-degree phase shift, and this RC phase shift network will give the 180-degree. So total phase shift between input and output will be 0 degree or 360 degree. So that criteria of Parkinson we are following. Next one, after that we have derived the expression of the frequency of oscillation, and as well as we have derived the expression of, so I will show that one. We have derived the expression of frequency of oscillation for the RC phase shift, that is 1 upon 2 pi under root 6 into RC. So how this we got? That we have taken with the help of output voltage and feedback output voltage. The output of total circuit is given as input for feedback, and feedback's output काय असणार आहे, V of I base. So we have seen by using Laplace domain we have got the transfer function, and by solving the transfer function we can get the frequency of oscillation, as well as this is the condition Rf is equal to 29 into R1. So the relation between Rf resistor and R1 resistor is Rf is equal to 29 into R1. So to get the gain we have to follow this one. So gain by the amplifier is 29. Minimum 29 should be there for getting the sustained oscillation. Then we have solved two examples also. Design RC phase shift oscillator to oscillate at 100 Hz, as well as we have seen the second example by putting instead of 100 there we have used the 200. So two examples we have solved in the previous lecture. See. So this is the second example we have solved. Now today we are going to start the next oscillator, and that will be the Wien bridge oscillator. Okay, so quickly we can start the Wien bridge oscillator. So next oscillator will be Wien bridge oscillator. So Wien bridge oscillator is used to generate the frequency up to 100 kilohertz. Now here also we are using the in the feedback network we are using the resistor and capacitor. Means Wien bridge oscillator, RC phase shift oscillator, and quadrature oscillator. All are these are RC oscillators. Means in that we are using resistor and capacitor. Remember that important point. So we can start the Wien bridge oscillator. The first point, the Wien bridge oscillator is commonly used commonly used as audio frequency oscillator because it is generating the frequency in terms of hertz or up to the 20 kilohertz or less than 100 kilohertz, which is audible. Okay, so specially for audio frequency oscillator we can use the Wien bridge oscillator. Next one, the Wien bridge the Wien bridge oscillator consists of RC components. RC components consist of two RC components we can consider. Consist of two RC components in feedback network. One RC network is series and other RC network is parallel. Means in series R and C are connected in series, whereas in parallel R and C are connected in parallel to each other. So this bridge is connected, this Wien bridge. So if one RC network is in series and another RC network is in parallel, this total combination is called as what? Wien bridge. So this Wien bridge is connected. This Wien bridge is connected as feedback circuit. It connected to non-inverting amp terminal. Means output of this Wien bridge is connected to non-inverting terminal of op-amp. So we can try to understand the circuit diagram. So I will draw the circuit diagram here. So this is the op-amp having two power supply, plus VCC, minus VCC. Next, here the feedback resistor is there, that is the RF. Here the feedback resistor is made up of RF and R1. It is grounded here. So output is positive because the feedback network output is connected to non-inverting terminal. That's why it is called as positive feedback. In oscillator we are using positive feedback only. But in feedback network, what is the important thing? The resistor and capacitor connected in series, that is called as series RC network. So I have told here series. Next, that is in series with parallel combination of R and C. So this is R and C. So the output of this feedback network is connected to non-inverting terminal. Means the output through the feedback network is connected to the positive terminal, that is non-inverting terminal. That's why it is called as positive feedback. In oscillator we are always using the positive feedback. So this is the RC network in series, this is RC network in parallel. So this total network is called as what? Wien bridge, and output we are taking here. Okay, so you can call it as this total bridge So this total bridge is called as what? Wien bridge, where R and C connected in series here, and here R and C connected in parallel. So these total combinations will called as a Wien bridge. Okay, so you can remember what is the Wien bridge here. So this is series and this is parallel. Okay, now here it is we can call it as non-inverting amplifier, because the output of V0, some part of output of V0 is connected to the non-inverting terminal. So this is the non-inverting configuration. So this will be the figure number 1, that is the Wien bridge oscillator. Okay, now we can start the working here. So this is the non-inverting amplifier. The gain is decided by RF and R1. Okay, the gain of the non-inverting amplifier is 1 plus RF by R1. That already we know, the basic thing. Next, second thing is what will be the beta? What will be the beta, that is gain of this RC phase shift? So that we can calculate. Okay, that we can calculate. And what is the expression of frequency? म्हणजे फ्रिक्वेन्सीचा फॉर्म्युला काय? Frequency of oscillation. So that we have to find out by the derivation. Some derivation is there by which we can find out the gain as well as the frequency of oscillation, that is the F0. So we can start the derivation. Up to this, anyone having queries, any questions you can ask, otherwise we can start the derivation to obtain the frequency of oscillation F0 and the gain of this amplifier. If any questions are there up to this point, you can ask, otherwise we can start the derivation. Okay, we can start the derivation. Okay, so before starting the derivation, I will give the directly some important things here. The gain of amplifier, that is AV, as it is non-inverting amplifier. So the gain of amplifier, that is AV, is given as AV is equal to non-inverting चा काय असतो 1 plus RF by R1. Okay, so this is the gain. So the gain of this Wien bridge oscillator, the gain of amplifier in the Wien bridge oscillator, but AV is equal to 1 plus RF by R1 is equal to 3. So why it is 3? You can just remember, this is the equation number 1. Why it is 3? We can take the derivation. म्हणजे gain हा 1 plus RF by R1 is equal to 3 का आला? How it came 3? We can discuss the derivation and we can prove this. So therefore from this relation we can prove that RF by R1 is 3 minus 1 म्हणजेच किती होणार 2. Okay, so RF is equal to 2 into R1. So this is the important thing you can consider as a equation number 2. Next thing, the frequency of oscillation. The frequency of oscillation, that is F0, is given by, so F0 is equal to 1 upon 2 pi R into C. So this is the formula for calculating the output frequency of oscillation. This is the equation number 3. Are you getting my point? So this is the expressions we needed to design the Wien bridge oscillator, that is RF is equal to 2 times into R1 because the gain is 3 and frequency of oscillation F0 is given as 1 upon 2 pi RC. So this is the just a description. Now how these came, how F0 is equal to 1 upon 2 pi RC and AV is equal to 3, that derived. For proving this, for showing this, we have to understand the derivation. Okay, so we can start the derivation. Proof for AV is equal to 3 and F0 is equal to 1 upon 2 pi RC. Okay, so we are going to prove this for the Wien bridge oscillator. For Wien bridge oscillator. Okay, so we can quickly start. Now we can take the feedback network. We can take the feedback network only. Okay, so the input for feedback is coming from output of the amplifier, that is V0 of S. किंवा तुम्ही इनपुट म्हणून घ्या, इकडे इनपुट घ्या, काही घेऊ शकता. ओके, सो हियर आउटपुट वी कॅन टेक आउटपुट ऑफ फीडबॅक V ऑफ S अँड हियर वी कॅन गिव्ह द इनपुट. त्या सर्किटमध्ये कसं आहे त्याच्यानुसार आपण घेऊया. So this is the resistor, this is the capacitor. So this is the resistor R, this is the capacitor C. Now here the resistor and capacitor are connected in series, R and C, and here we are providing the input. So input for feedback network is V0 of S and output for feedback network is Vf of S. So that you can try to understand. So here it is ground. So what we can call it as, here we can calculate the total impedance. So this total impedance I will give the name as ZS. S is for series. So here we can give the name of impedance as a ZP. P is for parallel. Okay. So ZS and ZP are in series. ते दोन्ही एकमेकांशी सिरीजमध्ये आहेत. ZS and ZP are in series or both are in connected in parallel. ZS and ZP are in parallel. ZS means what? R plus whatever the reactance is there, capacitor. Here ZP is what? R is parallel with reactance of capacitor. So we can convert this circuit into Laplace. मग लॅपलासमध्ये हा आरच राहणार. मग हा काय होणार कॅपॅसिटर? इट बिकम्स 1 upon SC. Here also R remains same. So capacitor becomes 1 upon SC. So first of all we can calculate here. Here the ZS is equal to, what is the value of ZS? Here ZS is equal to R plus 1 upon SC, because resistor is in parallel with 1 upon SC. 1 upon SC is related to the capacitor, where ZP is equal to, ZP म्हणजे काय? R is parallel with 1 upon SC. R is parallel with 1 upon SC. ह्यांचं जर तुम्ही पॅरलल कॉम्बिनेशन काढलात तर तुमचा आन्सर काय येईल बघा. व्हॉट विल बी द आन्सर हियर? R इंटू 1 upon SC डिवायडेड बाय R प्लस 1 upon SC, म्हणजे R1 इंटू R2 जर तसं केलात तर तुमचं ZPचं आन्सर काय येईल बघा. ZP इज इक्वल टू व्हॉट यू कॅन गेट, R डिवायडेड बाय RCS प्लस 1. सो ओके, इथं पण तुम्ही पॅरल असं सिम्प्लिफाय करू शकता. ZS जर तुम्ही सिम्प्लिफाय केलात, RCS प्लस 1 डिवायडेड बाय SC, हा झाला ZS आणि हा झाला ZP. सो दिस इज द डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ दिस पार्ट. अप टू दिस पार्ट एव्हरीवन अंडरस्टूड. वी आर कन्सिडरिंग द फीडबॅक एलिमेंट, फीडबॅक नेटवर्क. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड एज व्हॉट? Wien bridge network. Wien bridge feedback network. So here R and C are connected in series, here R and C are connected in parallel. So here this series combination considered as ZS, parallel combination we have considered as a ZP. So we have simplified the ZS value and we have simplified the ZP value. Now the input for this Wien bridge is V0 of S and output we are taking across this parallel combination, means here we can use the voltage division formula. Here we can use the voltage division. This is the input, total voltage V0 of S into ZP divided by ZS plus ZP. So that will give us the V of S. By applying the voltage division we can get this formula. Okay, we can start to apply the voltage division. Okay, so what we can do here, we can start apply voltage division, apply voltage division. So output will be Vf of S is equal to total voltage is V0 of S into Zp divided by Zp plus Zs. So this is the formula to obtain the feedback output, that is V of S is equal to input, total input V0 of S into Zp divided by Zp plus Zs. So put all those values of Zp, Zs you can put here. So V0 of S you can put here as it is. Next Zp is given as, Zp म्हणजे किती आहे बघा, R upon RCS plus 1, R upon RCS plus 1 in bracket. Next divided by Zp means what, R upon RCS plus 1 as it is, plus Zs means what, Zs means this one, RCS plus 1 divided by SC. आता काय करायचं, हा ॲज इट इज ठेवा, V0 of S you can keep as it is, this R upon RCS plus 1 you can keep as it is numerator, डिनॉमिनेटर सॉल्व करा, तिरकस गुणाकार घ्या डिनॉमिनेटर, R इंटू SC मीन्स RCS. ओके, आणि ह्यांचं मल्टिप्लिकेशन केल्यानंतर काय होईल, RCS प्लस 1 ब्रॅकेट स्क्वेअर येईल, कारण मल्टिप्लाय दिस फॅक्टर अँड दिस फॅक्टर विल गिव्ह स्क्वेअर, डिवायडेड बाय ह्यांचं मल्टिप्लिकेशन RCS प्लस 1 इंटू SC. आता जर तुम्ही बघितलात तर काय कॅन्सल होतो, हा डिनॉमिनेटर कॅन्सल होतो आणि हा डिनॉमिनेटर कॅन्सल होतो, मग हा पार्ट कुठं जातो, वरती जातो. ओके, सो इट विल बिकम्स V0 of S as it is, this left hand side as it is, remember. So R into CS, it becomes RCS, SC will goes to the numerator, R into CS, डिनॉमिनेटर मध्ये काय होणार, RCS plus 1 bracket square as it is plus this RCS. Okay, now solve this bracket, V0 of S as it is, this RCS as it is numerator मध्ये, डिनॉमिनेटर मध्ये काय होणार बघा, R square, this bracket you can solve, A plus B bracket square like this, R square C square S square plus 1 into this 1 into 2, आणि इथं एक ऑलरेडी काय आहे त्यामुळे 3 होणार, 3 RCS plus 1 square means 1. So this is about Vf of S. Okay, now what will be the gain, what will be the Vf of V0S, but beta is given by Vf of S divided by V0 of S. Beta म्हणजेच काय, फीडबॅक फॅक्टर ऑफ द फीडबॅक नेटवर्क. सो बीटा इज इक्वल टू output of feedback network divided by input of feedback network, that is beta is given as Vf of S divided by V0 of S, and that is equal to this one, RCS divided by R square C square S square plus 3 RCS plus 1. Okay, so in this proof I will consider this as a equation number 1. In this proof, okay, we are deriving the proof, we can consider this as a equation number 1. Now here, but the new step is there, but for sustained oscillation, for sustained oscillation AV into beta is equal to 1 according to the Parkinson criteria. AV into beta is equal to 1. So AV means what, 1 plus RF by R1, because it is non-inverting amplifier. Beta means what, that is given in this equation number 1, that is RCS divided by R square C square S square plus 3 RCS plus 1 bracket complete is equal to 1. Okay, is equal to 1. Now put S is equal to J omega. Put S is equal to J omega. So here there is no need to put anything. So wherever the S is there, Laplace domain is there, you can replace it by J omega. So put here everywhere the J omega. What you are getting? This 1 plus RF by R1 as it is. So here what will happen, j omega, s is replaced by j omega means j r c omega, s is replaced by j omega डिवायडेड बाय इथं काय होणार, आर स्क्वेअर राहणार, सी स्क्वेअर राहणार, एस स्क्वेअर म्हणजे काय जे स्क्वेअर ओमेगा स्क्वेअर, आणि जे स्क्वेअर म्हणजेच काय -1. ओके, सो इट बिकम्स मायनस आर स्क्वेअर सी स्क्वेअर ओमेगा स्क्वेअर. बरोबर आहे. एस स्क्वेअर म्हणजे काय जे स्क्वेअर ओमेगा स्क्वेअर, मग जे स्क्वेअर म्हणजे काय -1. आय विल पुट हियर जे स्क्वेअर इज इक्वल टू -1. सो दॅट्स वाय मायनस इज कमिंग अँड ओमेगा स्क्वेअर ॲज इट इज प्लस 3RC आणि S means J omega, that is 3JRC omega, and this one as it is, bracket complete, E is equal to 1. E is equal to 1 here. Now what we can do from this equation, the real part we can make in one side and imaginary part we can make it another side, means किंवा real part आणि imaginary part आपण ह्याच्यातलं सेपरेट करूया, so that it become easy to find out the frequency of oscillation and gain. Okay, so what we can do from this equation, we can do the separate real part and imaginary part. Okay, just wait. Okay, so here we are trying to separate out the real part, 1 plus Rf by R1 as it is. Next, the numerator JRC omega we can multiply here. Next, here what will happen, 1 multiply, we can 1 into the whatever the denominator part is there, that we can multiply it into right hand side, that becomes minus R square C square omega square plus 3J आर सी ओमेगा प्लस 1. म्हणजे जे काही डिनॉमिनेटर पार्ट होता ना तो इकडे आपण 1शी मल्टिप्लाय केलं आहे राईट हँड साईडला. ओके, राईट हँड साईडला तो मल्टिप्लाय केलं आहे. मग आता काय करूया आपण, रिअल टर्म आणि इमॅजिनरी टर्म आता आपल्याला सेपरेट करतात येत. आता रिअल टर्म म्हणजे काय, हा तर इमॅजिनरी टर्म आहे मल्टिप्लाय, हा पण इमॅजिनरी टर्म आहे. सो इमॅजिनरी टर्म इज दिस टोटल, रिअल टर्म फक्त एवढंच आहे. ओके, नाव this we can consider as a equation number 2. Now what we can consider, now the real term, real part, the real part of equation 2 we can equate to, we can equate to 0. the real term we can make it equal to 0. so what is the real term, कारण इकडे इमॅजिनरी टर्म आहे, हा जर तुम्ही इकडे घेतलात मग रिअल टर्म ऑटोमॅटिकली 0 होणार आहे. सो रिअल टर्म मीन्स व्हॉट, आर स्क्वेअर सी स्क्वेअर ओमेगा स्क्वेअर प्लस 1 इज इक्वल टू 0, इज इक्वल टू व्हॉट 0 हियर. सो फ्रॉम दिस यू कॅन टेक आयदर दिस वन और -1 यू कॅन टेक, मग मायनस कॅन्सल होतो, आर स्क्वेअर सी स्क्वेअर ओमेगा स्क्वेअर इज इक्वल टू 1 राहणार. सो टेक द स्क्वेअर रूट ऑन बोथ एज साईड, दोन्हीकडं स्क्वेअर रूट घेतल्यावर काय होणार, आर सी ओमेगा इज इक्वल टू 1. ओके, सो व्हॉट विल बिकम्स हियर, व्हॉट विल बिकम हियर, ओमेगा you can keep as it is 1 upon RC. So omega means what, 2 pi f0 is 1 upon RC. So f0 is what, f0 is equal to 1 upon 2 pi RC. So we got the expression of frequency of oscillation. So this is the equation number 3. So this is called as what, frequency f0 of oscillation of Wien bridge oscillator. Okay, so if you are making real part equal to 0, then we are getting the frequency of oscillation from this equation number 2. आता काय करूया आपण, इमॅजिनरी टर्म्स इक्वल करूया. इमॅजिनरी टर्म्स काय आहेत आता, इकडे इमॅजिनरी टर्म, इकडे रिअल पार्ट 0 आहे. ओके, 0 प्लस दिस इमॅजिनरी पार्ट इज इक्वल टू दिस इज द इमॅजिनरी पार्ट अँड दिस इज द रिअल पार्ट. मग रिअल पार्ट यांच्याशी जर तुम्ही कम्पेअर केलात तर 0 होता. पण इमॅजिनरी पार्ट मीन्स दिस पार्ट इज सेम ॲज दिस पार्ट. ओके, नाव नेक्स्ट वन. नाव equating imaginary part from equation 2 we get. आता इमॅजिनरी टर्म म्हणजे हा पार्ट ॲज इट इज राहणार इथं. 1 प्लस RF/R1 इंटू JRC ओमेगा इन ब्रॅकेट इज इक्वल टू, इकडे इमॅजिनरी पार्ट कुठला आहे, हा पार्ट आहे, दॅट इज 3JRC ओमेगा. ओके, सो इमॅजिनरी पार्ट वी हॅव इक्वेटेड. हियर वी हॅव इक्वेटेड द रिअल पार्ट, म्हणजेच -R²C² ओमेगा² प्लस 1 इज इक्वल टू 0. दॅट वी हॅव डन. सो हियर इमॅजिनरी पार्ट वी आर इक्वेटिंग. आता इक्वेट केल्यानंतर बघा JRC ओमेगा. सो दिस अँड दिस विल गेट कॅन्सल. सो हियर 1 plus RF/R1 is equal to how much? 3. So 1 plus RF/R1 is equal to 3 means what? AV. So this is the gain of the amplifier. AV is equal to 1 plus RF/R1 is equal to 3. So understood how we got the gain of the amplifier 3. So this is the equation number 4. So this is called as what? The gain of Wien-Bridge oscillator. Okay, that is AV. Okay, now in this way we can prove the frequency of oscillation formula 1/2 pi RC, and AV is equal to 1 plus RF/R1 is equal to 3. That we can prove. So 1 plus RF/R1 is equal to 3 means what? RF/R1 is equal to 2, कारण 1 तिकडे गेल्यावर 3 मधून मायनस होणार. So RF/R1 is equal to 2. So RF/R1 is equal to 2 means RF is equal to 2 into R1. That we can easily prove here. So this is way, in this way we can prove it. So everyone understood the derivation now? Any questions from this derivation? Kunal ka questions? Any questions? Okay, so we can quickly see the some advantages and then we can solve a simple problem. See here, therefore 1 plus RF/R1 is equal to 3. Therefore RF/R1 is equal to 2. That is RF is equal to 2 into R1. So this we can prove that for the design. Now advantages we will see. Advantages of Wien-Bridge. So simplicity of oscillator circuit, compared to RC phase shift. RC phase shift पेक्षा ह्याचा सर्किट डायग्राम सोपा आहे. Next one, second one, stability is more. Compared to other oscillators. So these are the two advantages. So quickly we can solve one problem. Design the Wien-Bridge oscillator. To oscillate to oscillate at 5 kilohertz, to oscillate at 5 kilohertz. So can we solve this example now? Given thing is what? Given thing is what? We have to design the Wien bridge oscillator. Next thing is what? We have to, they have given the frequency of oscillation f0 is equal to 5 kilohertz. You have to find out the value of R and C. Once you get R and C, you can get the value of R rep and R1. So how to start? Let capacitor we can select. Let the capacitor C is equal to, how much we can take? 0.5 microfarad. Capacitor C is equal to 0.5